Is it time for another video, is it? Me, in my new little studio. With my pajama bottoms. I think they're quite stylish, personally. Hello, everyone. And welcome. I am the Manic Gaming Guy. This is another one of my videos where I make a car. But this one is fast, super light, and road legal. How is this possible? This shouldn't be. This thing's dangerous. I die so many times. I crash and I go. Even though this car is the most ridiculously fast and best handling thing I have made, you are on edge that much while driving it. Yeah. So, enjoy the stats. They are interesting. My particular favorite is doing 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. And then I'll see you in the BeamNG world, where I'll be taking it for a spin with a little bit of traffic on my bypass. Bypass is a UK road that goes round things. In fact, it bypasses places. We quite conveniently name things after what they do as well. It's a fun ride, quite sketchy. Please spare my potato graphics. I'm sorry, I'm going to order that new PC soon. I promise. I've got a brother-in-law who's helping me out. He's gonna help me get started with picking bits and bobs. He's a bit of a PC wizard. So apart from that, you can still enjoy it because I'm just like, I'm gonna die. So yeah, enjoy that. And then the next video is going to be quite a treat because I've actually managed to set a ghost lap with this car. This car's so good, AI doesn't crash it. Normally AI just understeers and goes off roads when you make them an AI route. But this one, yeah, AI is hard to keep up with, so that's quite fun. That's going to be the next video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy what you see, because I'm growing the channel. We're at 92 subscribers. It'd be nice to see 100 soon. Whee! Smile on my face. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks very much. And here we are in the automation universe, where we're going to be taking a look at this crazy monster that we have built. And look, it's not a hatchback. I know I've done a few hatchbacks in a row. I didn't mean to. It was just what kept happening. I have got a beautiful off-roader coming soon, but I need to work on the map so we can get the rock crawling on the go properly. But for now, let's look at this amazing thing in automation. It's carbon fiber paint jobby, which is carbon fiber body. Here's the body we chose. It's a 2.33 meter wheelbase, mid-engined, 2-door, ridiculously small thing. Like I say, we want carbon fiber, 70 space frame, aluminium, mid-longitude engine, push rod and push rod. This thing is bonkers, I tell you. Look at the engine we put in. It's got 579 brake horsepower at 414 torque at peak points at 18. So you got a thing like when you get changing your gear shifts, you go wah, 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 wah. Normally, like you get a little drop off. Well, we've got no drop off here. We're just going straight P. So you can literally red line it all the way, change gear, and you're still going to be within that torque. Literally all the way from here, all the way torque. So it doesn't matter where you change gear. The cornering is beautiful. You've always got prime torque and acceleration out of those corners. Yummy. We decided to put a Boxer 6 engine in this. We went for that lowness, you know, because it's a flat engine. It sits really low in the car. It's magnesium, 3 litre. Yeah, dual overhead cam, 4 valves, aluminium and silicon head material. So we go through this engine. We're going through the stats. Got bullet steel, lightweight titanium, lightweight forge, and harmonic dampener, full of crank, cam rods, pistons, and the balance and mass. The balance and mass has been brought right down. We didn't need to crank it up, so I might as well keep it right down, and that helps with some beautiful throttle response, which this car's got plenty of. Quality has been set to 15 throughout this. We haven't bothered overclocking it. There's no point. I wanted a comfortable engine. I did originally put a V10 in this with, I don't know, 5 litre V10, I think it was. It had 800 brake horsepower, and it was just uncomfortable to drive. It was just constantly back end out. I think it even had it all-wheel drive, and it just wasn't doing my nipples tricks. So I decided to make it rear-wheel drive, and then it was just too bonkers. So now I put a smaller engine in it that was lighter. We'll get to the lightness later. And then we also brought down the horsepower. So we got beautiful curves going on. It's a nice engine, and it's what we needed. not that crazy V10 that I put in it, even though it was quite redonkulous to drive. It was quite hilarious. We got it's naturally aspirated, by the way. Just before we get into that, it's no turbo on this. Probably hence why there's no turbo curve. Quite a lot of you would have spotted that. Compression is 14.6 to 1. Cam profile is 46. Springs and lift is 100. I don't know why the lift is that high. That's just a bit unnecessary. Yeah, that's probably about where it needs to be. I actually gained an extra 10 horsepower by bringing the springs and lifters down. And I'm pretty sure I get a bit of weight reduction maybe. Bring it down. Better fuel. Allows higher cam profile. It's alright. Everything's just juiced up a little bit more there. It's got a 10,500 peak RPM limit. Bonkers. And that is where the peak horsepower is, right at the end. Like I say, we can probably crank up a little bit more. And we'll start to see the crank in the pistons start to cry a little bit more. Like around here. And that's why we're starting that drop off. So we don't need that little bit of juice. We're just going to keep it there. And then that'll be perfectly fine up there. Like obviously the cam rods and that, it's only around 10k they start dying. So it's okay, you're never up there for too long. You're always changing gear quite quick when you get up there. We don't need turbo to look at that because there isn't one. Direct injection per cylinder. It's race manifold and manifold size. And not sure if you've seen my videos before. I tend to use this bad boy to tune it. And this bad boy to tune it. And we try and get our desired amount of horsepower. I could probably easily squeeze a little bit more out of this engine, but I don't want to. I'm happy with what I got. And this is where our flow sort of comes into it. So we've got a bit of overkill in the intake. The header is a little bit too juicy, and the valves are just pushing out just below. So we're keeping the valves nice and tight, but everything else is just throwing it all in there. Exhaust is quite nice and tight as well. We probably could crank it up as it gets a bit more juicy noise out of it. Go blum 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 blum. Let's just do that. As you know, cranking it up goes down flow, doesn't it? We're not actually optimizing flow, but we've got a lot of noise. So let's crank that back down a little bit. We'll keep see we lose a little bit of power there because we're just throwing it out the engine. Did you go back up? What are you crying about? That was wheel spin. We know about the issues of wheel spin. Was that the original size? I don't know. It would do. No, it's not. Why is it still not gone back to normal? Well, you're a little bit above here, please. But it did. If it gave me issues with wheel spin, it must have gave me a bit more juice at the bottom, then, which I didn't notice, which is interesting. We've gone for a high flow freeway straight through. I always put a cat on. It's just a conscious thing. I probably should turn it off, and I'll probably get some less weight and juicier noises, but we're gonna leave it on. And that's it. This is the engine part over. We can move on. You'll hear the engine later. We don't need to do it right now. So you've already had a little look at the old beautiful girl. Look at this thing. We've got black and orange carbon fibre. It was just black and orange originally. But I suppose I have put carbon fibre body on, so why not? The wheels, I need to change the paint. They're not meant to be carbon fibre. They're magnesium wheels. But yeah, we'll ignore that for now. So yeah, there it is. The boxer engine looks tiny inside this thing. There it is, sat right down there, doing its thing. But it does look quite cool, and it sounds quite cool. I went quite basic on the interior. The doors, I got into the doors, and the shape and the wobbliness is just too much for me to want to take on. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is. I've already put the camera views in, so we'll test them later. Let's get on with some more stats, shall we? It's rear-wheel drive, like I've already mentioned. Manual is 7-speed. I didn't realise it was 7-speed. Am I going to lose 0 seconds, or am I going to gain them? Nothing really much in it. But then wheel spinnies. So I go to thinking mode when I recap these sometimes. Like, why did I do that? I was making an insane car with V10, and I think that's what it originally was set to, as 7-speed, and I don't really need that. So yeah, we'll set it to this. Fewer is lighter weight, less material cost, don't care about that sort of stuff, shorter gearing time. Engineering time, sorry. Better fuel economy, faster acceleration potentially, and higher top speed potentially. Well, we've got a nice top speed, I think, of 200 19. I'm sure I had it set higher than that. But maybe it's because I changed my top things. And now we're probably getting wheel spin issues. Downforce issues. Okay. So let's keep it at 219 because I don't want those downforce issues. I don't want to have to play with all that. 6 speed, 7 speed. Didn't really make a difference. We'll leave that as it is. Wheels. I've been told by the game that they're too wide. We do have quite a few issues on this thing. I didn't mean to click on it. And wheels is one of them. But I'm not going to change it because it handles quite nice. We've given it a go the other night with my couple of friends. And we have good giggles. And the car was doing extremely well, which we'll see later on when I take it onto my new bypass. Which isn't completely finished, but it'll be good enough to play on. So yeah, we put radial and semi-slicks on. 230 in the front and 265s at the back. And you're thinking that's not too much of a bad size, but remember this car is tiny. 2.3 meters from wheelbase to wheelbase, so like the actual length there. And it weighs, if I'll let you get it in there, it weighs 736 kilograms. I went quiet there on purpose to let that soak in. 736 kilograms. That's light. That's like lighter than a Ford Fiesta, like Mark 1. That's lighter than a classic Mini 2001, whenever they ended. You know, that's lighter than a lot of cars. That's really ridiculously light. And don't forget, it's got 500 horsepower. So like, it probably has got about 800 brake horsepower per ton or something stupid like this. This is insane how quick this thing is off the mark and fun it can be to drive. Brakes. We've gone for the ceramic. Just because you're going ridiculously fast. You're going to want some ceramic brakes in there. I can't take it down anymore. That is what it is. It's what we're getting. Too much force and the car will just lock up. So you've got to be careful with this one because it is just light. It doesn't take much to lock it up. Downforce got a total of, you know, almost 900 kilograms of downforce. But look at this. Cornering in the G's of 200 circles. 2.41 G's. Insane! Amount of G-force in the corners, the big corners. And the low corners are still insane. We're still getting 1.34 G's in the low corners. So, very impressive. Very, very impressive. Safety. We went ridiculously low on safety. When we crash this car, it literally goes into a pancake. It's not a car you would want to be driving in real life. Traction control. Why is it just put ABS on? I did wonder why it done this to me. We'll just go put it on this so I can just turn it all off like I normally do. Thank you very much. Yeah, weight distribution has been pushed to the front because the engine's in the mid and we want it to sit in the middle of the car as much as possible, but somehow we'll still manage to fail if we look at the split 38 and 62. 62% of the weight is in the rear. This does not weigh much. No, not much at all. That's why we need a good split of downforce along the broad. And that was the downforce there. So, what does it do around the test track? Well, I will push this button and then we'll just let it do this little thing with bobbing and we'll push pause and we'll see what the time was. Now, I did have it with the V8. It was a 1 minute 41 seconds around the track. So it was quick if you knew what you're doing. But this car does it in 1 minute and 44, which is still a quick car. Still a very quick car. And very fun to drive. The other one was very quick, but super dangerous to drive. Ridiculously dangerous. So, that's it. This is the automation part over. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's get on to the next section. Right. So that's the automation crazy stat world. What do you think? Quite a crazy ride? Something I should have done a bit different? I mean, you know, I had a lot of warnings. So I listened to half these warnings. You know, you're making a race car. The game's made for making production cars. Eventually the update that with the superchargers meant to bring race stuff like race wheels, and AI will be like, hey, it's making a race car. I'll give them these sort of, hopefully that's what it's going to be like anyway, rather than give us production stats and caring about drivability. Who cares about that? Anyway, yeah, let me know. Should I listen to half of these warnings? Like I said, the wheels are too wide. I've started to listen to that one because you can sometimes still get the amount of G-force and still get some good traction out of a certain set of wheels. But yeah, the game wants you to go a bit smaller than I feel is, you know, too small. That's what I feel. Anyway, we're going to BeamNG now. It's a fun one. It's a fun one. And I'll see you at the end of that. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, in the BeamNG world. The world actually I have created, not BeamNG, that's made completely by some other people. But this map is my UK-themed little island. I hope you like the scenery. It's probably about 50% complete, if that. I don't know how long these things take. It is my first one, so please criticize nicely. But apart from that, this is the ride that we are going to be spinning. Oh, it is a eventful ride, I tell you that. It has got to be the most rapid car I have ever created. But also the lightest car I've also created. And also the most scariest car I've ever created. I'm going to put it to hood mode because it's easier to drive this way. You can sort of read what's going on a bit better with the back end. Which you really need to be able to do with this car. Can I hear it enough? I just want to turn my speakers up. We should be okay. Let's give it a go. Might have to turn my speakers up halfway through. So as you can see, guaranteed wheel spin out of first gear. You want to be getting to about 50, 60, is it? Yeah, about 6 miles an hour. And then second gear will still give you some wheel spins. You have to go very easy on that throttle. Oh, we've got some cars up ahead. I have spawned a few cars, even though it sends my computer to the moon and back, and it's not happy. Careful with that back end out on any corners. We'll come up to the first roundabout now, 156 miles an hour. We better put on the brakes. Lock them up a little bit. Got to find the inside of this one, tuck it in. We are taking it a little bit easy, but that's because this car is a beast. And even though you can throw it around, you really have to know what you do to try and keep it on the road. Okay, we're coming in this corner now, 150 miles an hour. Get over to the right so we'll dodge this guy. Wrong side of the road, but lucky no one was coming. Okay, on the brakes nice and early for this one because it is a horrible corner. Round and round, right, here we go. Oh, that slapped me a little bit there. Have to be careful of that back end. Careful on the throttle because it will just kick you in the bum. Okay, there we go. Second gear. This is where we're getting really booted after this. And probably get to about 180 miles an hour if you keep an eye on the bottom right hand corner. Okay, change gear. Probably change that a little bit late there. There we go. Got to brake before the bridge. 178, I think I saw. Where's he? He's on the left-hand lane. Oh my god, that was close. Okay, there we go. Sit to the right. Down is the second gear. Try and cut it nice. Oh, that was probably a bit too early. Gear change. Send it out a little bit. Careful with that throttle. There we go. Third gear's pretty safe. Fourth gear's pretty safe. We've got a nice drop coming here. But be careful of this drop because the car's a bit funny. And easy on the brakes a bit on that corner, and then again easy on the brakes a bit because it's quite a sharp right when you're doing crazy speeds. Down a gear. Here we go again. It's 127 miles out of third gear. We're in fourth gear now, doing 150. Easy on the brakes for these high dodgy bits. Down a gear again, and we're throttling it. Up a gear again. Oh, careful! Back end's out. No, back end's out. Okay. I think we did quite well there to get that far. Let's try that again. A little bit of wee spinny woos. Got to be careful with these corners because the back end is so twitchy. And as I think I'm losing a few frames per second, it's not the easiest to catch the back ends. Oh my, okay, we'll count that as okay. We saved it, it's fine. We're fine. I slammed the brakes on just in time, I think. I've done it again. That second gear is brutal. I'm not joking. You've got to be so careful on the throttle in second gear. The gearing ratios maybe could be a bit longer. But then we already got like 200 and something miles an hour top end. There it goes, back in there, out again. That second gear is so snappy. Oh, that's a car. And then we've fallen off the cliff. Oh, so did he. Oh, hi, mate. Sorry about that. Better get out there before he takes my insurance. Okay, let's try and do a sensible, nice run. But with still plenty of speed. Go easy on that second gear, slowly creep it up. This car will do 0 to 60 in 2 seconds if you're quick enough. Reactions. Careful. 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 The back end's out. Oh, my computer's so slow. We didn't die though. We somehow didn't die. Okay, easy with that second gear. So yeah, having the traffic probably doesn't help my computer, but I want you guys to have some randomness to my driving. There's no point me driving completely around this thing. We're getting a bit used to it. You want some sort of chaos? Oh, 110 miles an hour around that corner. And we've kept it nice. Down into second gear, trying to find that peak. There it is. And we've lost the back end again. Oh, my computer. Come on. I'm blaming my computer because I don't feel when the back end goes quite. So then I'm not quick enough to try and catch it. If you feel maybe I should just stick to short films while the computer's a bit unhappy, let me know, because I love doing my short films anyway. I'd also want to give you some more commentary in the end and the BeamNG part. So, there we go. 177 miles an hour on those brakes. Try not to lock them up, because we've got no ABS on, no traction control on, nothing. Oh, what, don't keep changing gear too early. It's not a normal car, it's a play sports car. Okay, lots of speed, here we go. Oh, back end. We got it still, 140 miles an hour. That would have made my pants brown. Get easy on this corner here. Right, what lane's he in? He's in the left lane, good to the right. Lots of speed! What we're gonna do, we're gonna try and do a sensible run, hopefully get around it. And then I'll try and do a lunatic run where I cut all the corners and don't obey by the law. Ooh, I went on the wrong side of the road. Right, easy on the brakes, I don't want to lose it again. Let's try and get around at least once. You have to let me know what sort of top end I'm hitting, because I don't even look at the speedo, I'm just judging it by the corner I'm seeing. This is quite a fun one, but it's quite scary at the peak. You've got to be on the brake so you don't get too much air. Oh, I've gone on the wrong side of the road. Back end came out. Get back on the right side of the road. Right, just in time to put my foot down. Right, what lane's he in? And go. Is this fun? 140 miles an hour. No, the back end's out. I think I've just held that then. Oh my days, 160 miles an hour down the bridge. 170. Okay, put the brakes on. Weave it. Weave it. We're back to where we started now. Oh, I love that little weave when you get it right. And the second is still trying to make the wheel spin. You think, I'll just come out of second gear actually. That makes sense, wouldn't it? Okay, we're on a bit more of a lunatic run now. Let's try and see what we can get out of this little thing without crashing. I'm still trying to push the limit. Easy on that throttle. Wheel spinning isn't speed. Foot down in third though, it sticks on that one. Downforce is just kicking in enough to give you that grip. Oh, 111 out there again. Any more than that I think is too dangerous. This guy's in my way. Not into first, that would just be dangerous. Done him nicely, nice throttle control thing. Back end's out a little bit. Alright, let's see what we can get this time. If we can put our foot down. Out of third gear, here we go. Out of, into fifth. Here we go, here we go. 180 miles an hour. Beautiful. Can we make the corner though? That's the main thing. No, he spun. Ignore us, mate. Second gear. You don't even need first gear. Second gear is so brutal. This guy's so rapid. Here we go again. Right. Lunatic run. Oh my god, that's the back end. Oh, I think I hit the car. I meant to do that, honest. Okay, here we go. One more last run, and we'll call that the BeamNG fun times on the bypass. I don't want to take this to Togate. It's just too back end happy. Like it's okay. You just. It's not as fun, this car. I've got my next car lined up is a really fun, fast car. And I've got a ghost lap of this car set up. And the AI actually manages to do it. So, oh, why did I put extra throttle on just then? That was stupid. Okay, we stayed alive. We're okay. We'll ignore that. That corner is very horrible. Wait until you get to play this map. So, yeah, any creators out there want early access to this map, let us know, and I'll let you give it a test run. So, it'd be nice to get some feedback and to see this in beautiful mode rather than sketchy mode like I've got it, because my potato PC can't handle graphics. So, yeah, anyway, the next video, new crazy car, sedan, weighs only a little bit more than this car, which is crazy. And 0-60 is only 3 seconds, not 2 seconds like this one. And I've got a ghost car set up, which this car will be going up, and the other car will be going up against this car. And AI will be driving it. And we will see how that goes. And I'll be having a little go of it later on with my mate when he comes round. So that'll be quite fun to test out. It won't be any traffic, unfortunately, because it's a ghost run. The car will literally just go into anyone in its way without even thinking about it. Alright, disrespectful, you ready? Disrespectful. I ignore the trees. I still got to take them out of the road. Those ones. Oh, disrespectful, wrong side of the road driving. 140 miles an hour. This man's a lunatic. Can we do it to this one without dying? 150, you'd definitely be squished. Oh, he's risking it. He's risking it. Sitting out in 5th gear, wrong side of the road. Uh-oh. We got it. We got it. We got it. No worries. We're bossing it. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let me put that 5th gear down. I want to put it down. Let me put it down. Oh, here we go. Oh my God, he's going to be doing 180 before we hit the bridge. Okay, we're not getting through this. We're not getting through this. Oh! Oh, this car's been great fun to drive. Oh, definitely the fastest, most reactive car that I've got. It is redonkulously fast, redonkulously quick at handling. We're probably a bit too good at handling. We've got to be so careful at back end. So I'm getting too excited now. I was meant to stop, wasn't I? I will do soon. Maybe next time I crash. Oh, I really need to get a better PC. Those frames are horrible. And you guys want some 4K visualization, surely, don't you? Disrespectful? No, no. If only you had grip. You know what's happening. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh, what happened there at the back end? We were doing okay. There we go. Woo! That was really good fun. Look at this thing. Well, okay, we're coming to the end of the video. If you've made it this far. Oh my days, my English. It'd be amazing if you like and subscribe to help the channel grow. It'd be lovely. If you like the car, got any comments, please put them in below. If I've only got a little subscriber count and my comment count is very low as well, so I'm more likely to have a little chit chat with you. That'd be nice. So thanks very much for visiting my channel, and I hope to see you in the future. Bye.